Hey guys, Bam here. So today I'm going to corrupt 51 Heatshiver, and we're trying to get two implicits. So we're trying to get +1 to power charge, or the succeeded skill gems get 90% cost and reservation multiplier. One or the other would be an upgrade for our build, and also they're kind of pricey, as you can see, 7 divines and 6 divines. Personally, I would prefer this power charge because I don't need the mana reservation, but we'll see what we come up with. So each shiver we're in between 10 chaos to 14 chaos. So let's say at 14 chaos, we calculate it. 14 multiplied by 50, well, 51, 714 chaos. So at the price of divines, which are 170, a bit more than 4 divines, Gimbal, plus the Vaal orbs. So yeah, we'll just vault everything and see what we come up with. By the way, they are all item level at least 60, and the reason why we need at least 60 is if you look at the +1 power charge, it needs to be 60. The succeeded skills multiplier doesn't, but that one we need to have it level 60. So we'll corrupt all of them and see what we come up with. Alright, we'll remove all the rares first. All of those are dead. Then well, we didn't break many of them, but we'll see. What did we get on here? So cannot be blinded. Two levels second fire skills. I don't think so, but I'll set it aside. Deck of shock. Really, maybe someone that, but I doubt it. Okay, AoE is good enough for auras, so a plus. Lightning damage leech, I guess, but regen can be cool. And it's a high roll too. It's close to the perfect. Not bad. Lightning. Increase maximum energy. At least it's something, especially if you're using energy base. Duration, meh. Max life. AoE. Arrows again. Gonna be blinded. Another one. We. Yes, +1 power charge. So straight from burning damage here. Auras again. AoE. So we got a couple of them. We only got 1 +1 power charge, but still, it's better than nothing. It will be my new helmet for this build. So if we look at it, actually will rolls 6 divines. So just from straight up from that, we actually made more than our money back. Of course, you have to take into account that it takes some time to get all those bases. But as you can see, it's a good gamble to do. If you're bored or whatever, it's always a good thing to corrupt meta uniques that are cheap. Alright, I just realized the second part of the video is corrupted, so I cannot use it. So I'll just try to explain what I did and how I got 4 linked with the right colors on my helmet. So as you can see now, it's the new +1 power charge, which has the 2 blue and the 2 green I needed. So I know a lot of people asked me in previous video why I didn't socket and 4 link them before corrupting. To be honest, it doesn't cost much to do this, but it requires a lot of time, and I just don't care if I have to 4 link it after corrupting it personally. It costs a bit more to do it after it's corrupted, but it's still doable. So I'll just show you how you can do it. So let's say you wanted to pick up this one, right? Well, you go to the bench and you get it. there's a couple of ways to go about it, but what I prefer to do is looking at what color is needed for this. For example, this one is an evasion base, only requires dexterity. So what that means is, on average, you will get more green sockets than anything else. So for example, here I needed 2 blue and 2 greens. What I would do is go to blue and then make it 2 sockets and then choose at least 2 blue sockets, or you could gamble it and use at least 1 blue socket, and it will automatically put 2 of them, and then you go and make it 4 sockets. And most of the time it will give you 2 additional green sockets. Sometimes a blue or red socket will happen. If that happens, just go back to doing 2 sockets, and then when you have to remember, it will cost you the same number of Vaal orbs as whatever currency you're using. So for this, if you move it back to 2 sockets, it will cost you 1 jeweler and 1 Vaal orb, and then you go back to 4 sockets. And since it will keep the 2 first sockets, it will keep your 2 blue ones, and then you can do this until you hit the 4 sockets, the 2 blue that you had already, and then you add 2 green to it. And then once you have all of this, you just oops, sorry about this. You just for link it. Again, you have to use some jewel orbs and the same number of Vaal orbs. As you can see, it costs us a couple of Vaal orbs, and of course, it would be cheaper if we had made it for link before. But as I said, personally, I prefer doing after the corruption. If you don't want to spend a bunch of Vaal orbs, I understand it, and you can for link all of them before. But the way I do it, I don't actually uh, or link them before. Alright, now that our helmet is done, I just wanted to show you what I actually did for the gloves. So pretty much the same principle. You buy a bunch of them and then you Vaal orb until, again, check on PoE to know what item level needs to hit whatever. I wanted to either get spell crit chance or +1 to frenzy charge. Here I got a high spell crit chance. So you have to remember this is base crit, so it helps a lot. And it's almost perfect, so this is a pretty good pair of gloves. The roll on it are low, like 20% gold and 23 strand. It's pretty low. It could be better, but for now it fits me well. So yeah, you could apply this very technique to those gloves. And Herm Sorrows, if we look at them, they're like 1 or 2 chaos. So if you want to do this, it's even cheaper to do. And if we look at this, 4 divines, and this is like close to perfect one. If it's only whatever rolled, like, see, there's one at 20 chaos, which is pretty cheap, to be honest. But maybe it has the lowest roll. But then again, this is some damage upgrade for your build. If you're using this, it's better than the base Herm Sorrow. So hopefully this video helped you on how you can either make currency or just straight up get more damage for your build. As always, take care, guys.